Let us know about the poem On Killing a Tree written by Giyu Patel, and it is a very interesting poem. So before starting this poem, let us know about the Giyu Patel. So Giyu Patel was born on 18 August 1940 in Mumbai. His parents were from small village called Nargol in southern Gujarat, and he is an Indian Parsi poet, playwright, painter, as well as a practicing physician. He belongs to a group of writers who have subscribed themselves to the green movement, which is involved in an effort to protect the environment. His poems speak of deep concerns for nature and expose man's cruelty to it. And he has written three main works and three basically main poems: How Do You Withstand 1966, Body 1976, and Mirrored Mirroring 1991. He has also written three plays titled Princess Savaska and Mr. Behram. And currently he is living in Mumbai as a general practitioner, physician practitioner. So let us know about the poem. First of all, about its title. The title of the poem is justified and it is appropriate. Why? Because the entire poem explains us that killing a tree is not a simple work. It's a tough job. Why? Because tree has a lot of power and strength to uh, survive, for its survival. Then the theme of the poem is that the poet had criticizes here the cruelty of human towards the trees, how they are chopping down the trees for their selfishness, like agriculture, urbanization and industrialization, etc. So now the rhyming scheme of the poem. So the rhyming scheme, there is no rhyming scheme in this poem. The poem is written in simple manner. So let us start the poem. So, in this poem on killing a tree, the poet compares the process of cutting the tree with an act of killing, with an act of murder. And poet says that it takes much time to kill a tree, not a simple quick hit, not a simple blow of the knife will do it. Why? Because it has grown slowly by consuming the earth, by consuming the nutrients from the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide sprouting leaves. What is the meaning of leprous hide? Leprous hide is a discolored part of the tree, and it has been compared the discolored skin of the person who is suffering from the leprosy. And sprouting leaves means coming out the leaves from this discolored part of the tree when the trunk is there, when we cut down the tree. So poet has compared here that because tree takes a lot of time to grow, a lot of time to grow up, so it is very difficult work to cut it down and expect that we have chopped it and we have killed it. So in this way, the poet, in this stanza, poet has compared the act of chopping the tree with an act of killing a tree. Now next stanza number 2. So hack and chop, but this alone wouldn't do it. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal, and from close to the grounds will rise curled green twigs, miniature barks, which if unchecked will expand again to form a size. So so hack and chop. Hack means cutting roughly or striking heavy blows. To to hack and chop, this act of hacking and chopping will not be enough thing for it. Not so much pain they will bear it by this. The bleeding bark will heal. Now what is the bleeding bark? Bleeding bark means the the sap of the tree after cutting it. It has it is just like the blood of humans. And why the bleeding bark word has been used? Because this sap coming out of the tree is has been compared with the blood of the human beings. So the bleeding bark will heal. when we will chop the tree, then the sap will come out of it and the tree will heal itself, and from close to the grounds the curled green twigs will rise again, and then miniature barks, which is, if unchecked, will expand again to the former size. It means when we cut the tree, it will regrow again by its, after all, uh, even after its bleeding bark, it will regrow by its trunk. Now the next, third, no, the root is to be pulled out of anchoring her earth. It is to be roped, tied, and pulled out, snapped out, or pulled out entirely, out from the earth cave, and strength of the tree exposed, the source white and wet, the most sensitive hidden for years inside the earth. So for killing a tree, we have to uproot it. We have to pull out the roots of the tree from the earth, from the anchoring earth, the earth which has gripped the rope, the roots of the tree, and it is to be roped, tied, and pulled out. It should be pulled out, snapped out, or pulled out entirely out of the earth cave, and the strength of the tree exposed. In this manner we will expose the strength of the tree, the source white and wet, the most sensitive hidden for years inside the earth. So in this stanza the poet says that we have to pull out the roots of the tree out of the earth which has holds it tightly. So by uprooting the roots, only this way we can kill a tree. Then last stanza, then the matter of scorching and choking in sun and air, browning, hardening, twisting, withering, and then it is done. Means once the tree has been uprooted, then gradually, slowly, it will dry up, and with the action of heat and wind, then trunk will become brown, twist, and will harden, and finally in this manner the tree will dry. So just by uprooting the tree we can kill the tree. So I hope you have understood the poem. That's a lot. Thanks a lot for watching. Please like and subscribe.